Okay. Hello. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, everyone. So here we are finally for our new sprint season, and I'm Daniel Metz, and with me is Jean-Paul Samain.
Yeah, that's it.
So
We did some commentary last year and the year before, but this time it's in English, so it will be different. But the race will be the same, I think.
yeah, absolutely, and yeah, of course we're really aiming to get a more international crowd. So we always we've done many international races in the last years, or a little more over a year. But of course, we really want to. We'd like to mix up our regulars with a more international crowd. So yeah, and I have to
Yeah.
say we so far we've really succeeded in that, and I'm really happy to see just a couple of new names out on track. Of course,
Yes.
as for the
And
qualifying, we're starting with the bronze class. So let's just switch over to one
so
of the.
they all have 10 minutes, huh?
Yeah, they all
Every
have
class has 10 minutes. Yeah.
exactly. So we have three classes, and yeah, as you say, 10 minutes each. So we have again three classes. Bronze is actually 10 cars, and the silver and gold classes have 14 cars in them. So so what we did for the pre-qualifying is a 7 lap average, 7 valid laps to sort of decide where everyone is in terms of speed. And we hope we've been able to avoid a bit of sandbagging as we've seen it in previous pre-qualifyings. Of course, it's difficult to really assess how quick everyone is, and what we really want to avoid this championship is people suddenly dominating their class. And if we see that happening for whatever reason, it's we're probably gonna have to make some changes to the classes, which is no problem. I mean, it happens, but of course we want to keep it exciting for everyone. So
Yes, it should be exciting for everyone, and the difference will be that there are a lot of new names, at least for me, that I can see in the bronze class, in the silver class, and even in the gold class, or the what should I call them? Uh, the Vos, I see Cruz, Daniel Tielen, I hope, Van
yep,
der Hoop.
yep.
I have Shopchik, or should I explain pronounce it? I
That
don't know.
I think that's Subcheck, but
Shopchik. Czech. Yeah. Okay.
he's a really quick. I think he's Polish or Russian. So if you're there, just let us know how to pronounce your name. I think
Yeah. And
I used to have a colleague from with Polish ancestry with the last four letters in his name, and it was Czech. So who knows? It's probably somewhere in the ballpark there. But yeah,
okay.
lots of new names. I should say let's.
Betty, I don't know any Betty. Svenchek, I don't know either. But that's not. I mean, it's not a bad thing. You have new riders, new drivers. That's always interesting. Yeah, to have a field that is competitive. And if you have new drivers, international drivers, it's always better to have more than less.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a fun thing for both the international crowd that we're welcoming, but also, especially, I think the regulars that have been battling it out over the last couple of seasons. But yeah, now they can. There's a new. I think the bar has been raised with a couple of names, really quick guys out there, and yeah, we'll just wait for the gold qualifying to see exactly how quick that would be, because of course the BOP has changed in the last patch, so there could be some surprises in the sense that yeah, some people might have um, they initially would probably have chosen a car that might be at a disadvantage now with the latest BOP. But one thing that I do know is that there's a lot of BMWs out there, and
Yes,
as I say
but
that, I'm checking. It's I think it's actually quite okay. I see 5 BMWs in this field, although we do have 5 people that unfortunately couldn't make it tonight.
But I think that yeah, the BMWs, it's a sort of how shall I put it? It's the standard car for DC, I would say. The drivers who will do the endurance races, they all have they are driving all on the BMW.
Yeah, it's a nice and stable car, I think, and I think it's not it's not necessarily an easy car to drive, but because I remember Errol, I know that's a mutual hero of ours. Errol, I think he said, I heard him say once that it's a relatively easy car to drive, but it's hard on the tire, so it's easy to push over the boundaries and yeah, sort of wreck your tires that way. So especially for endurance races. Of course, this is a sprint series, so this particular race is 60 minutes. But especially in the endurance events, yeah, you're gonna have a bad time if you thrash all your tires in the first half of the race. So that's.
But then again, yeah, let's have a quick look. How many are they? I see 1, 2. Although, yeah, it's not that much, eh?
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's actually in this field it's 5 BMWs. Yesterday, of course, we were going through the entry list, and there seemed to be a lot of BMWs. But yeah, I think it's fairly well balanced. I see 3 Porsches out there, 4 Porsches in this field. We have Henk Goossens driving in the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Check him
Aston
out.
Martins.
Aston
Robbie
Martins.
Timmermans, Wesley Levels.
Yep.
And then Sjoerd de Vos, that's a new name, I think, but I think he was driving in other series on DC. Is that possible?
Yeah,
is that
yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah, Sjoerd has been with us in the last season, I think. So yeah, let's just have a quick look at the qualifying, of course, because we're still have to, of course.
Eric de Klerk, in 2 minutes. Is that a fast time? I don't know. I think I'm gonna think yes, because if you see that Entius, the Fritz, he did a 2.4, then it's already 4 seconds. That's quite a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I think we can see that in the bronze category. There could be quite a bit of difference between the first and the last cars, and I think that's what we're seeing here. Of course, I think 2 minutes. That's a pretty reasonable time. So let's see where Eric ends up qualifying. Probably somewhere between the silvers.
Yeah, and Silverstone is not the easiest track, also.
No, absolutely not.
It's
one of those tracks where you really need to get in the right flow for that first sector.
Yeah.
Those nice S's, and if you get that wrong, then especially if you don't exit the last. Apologies for not knowing all the corner names, because I'm really bad at that. But if you don't exit the last, I think that's Beckett's. If you don't exit that properly, then of course you're going
Beckett's
onto
and
straight.
Haggett's, I think it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Beckett's and Haggett's or so, or something like that. Yeah.
Maggots and Beckett's? Oh, let's just get a little map.
Yeah.
Let's get a little map out of the track, because this is not acceptable. Circuit layout.
But if like you said, if you take the first S, and then you have the long right turn, and then the left to the back straight to the back straight it is, and if you are out of speed there, then you lose easily tenths to your competitors.
Yeah, absolutely. That will be the hangar straight. So that's
the hangar straight. That's the back straight.
Beckett's, and we can look at the silver class, because they're now starting with their qualifying. So let's, for instance, look at Jochen, who is now in the. Let's do a nice little ride along, shall we? So he's now going through or out of Beckett's in the Chapel curve and onto the hangar straight. Warming up his tires here a bit. And, here we have Stowe. Of course, Michael Schumacher going. I can remember Michael Schumacher having a very unfortunate accident here in '99 when he was well, in contention for the championship, and he was injured there. Oh, Nikos, Nikos is responding. I'm a Polish driver, Sobchik. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sobchik. I think that's probably in the ballpark of where we should announce it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, so there we have Vale Club onto the Hamilton Straight, and I think we're already near Village and the Loop. So this is a fairly new part, and when I say new, I mean it's almost 10 years old already. It's probably even older than that. But Aintree, the Wellington Straight onto Brooklands.
Yeah.
And now sort of re-entering the older part of the circuit and the old straight. So here we have we're going into Lovefield.
Lovefield, yes.
And there the slide band would be Woodcote. And the corner we all the Dutch people, if they didn't know it, they knew it. They learned it last year. The Cops Corner.
Cops Corner, yes.
So yeah, and then we're back onto Maggots.
Here it is, huh? Yeah. Left and then right. You'd have to take the curbs, otherwise you're here you have to throw back. You have go back on a gear, and then you have this one. And if you take this one not right, then you are too slow for the hanger straight, and that costs you a lot of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you have to brake. I say very hard because you're on top speed here. Then you have to go back to third gear, going back up to fourth, and then you have what I call the chicane. It's really hard on the brakes here, left, right, and then full throttle. Yeah, for this one, you don't think it's not just not right, but you have to go full throttle. And then when you come here, you have to go to the left over the curbs a little bit, and then change one gear back again. And then you are out here.
Yeah, and that's the part I sort of left out, the sort of the track walk. But yeah, I think that's what you call the chicane is really the one of the most difficult parts of the circuit, because that's really there's not a lot of grip there, and you have to be on time again. Another straight behind there, of course, that's the Formula 1 straight. So yeah, again, a part of the circuit where you really have to you have to take that speed with you, and if you don't manage to do that, you're gonna have a problem. We're watching Jochen Cambre, who's going to set his first time.
Hopefully, because here is Cambre, 1:59.1.
Yeah, so that's.
So that's immediately it's about a second faster than a 10 faster than our Edsma, but I mean for the bronze drivers it's about a second.
Yeah,
already.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just Gijs van der Hoogte is also a familiar name with the with DC-SimRacing. Driving in the Rossi livery, I think this is. Well, I know this is the Rossi livery from last year.
That's the Rossi livery. Yeah.
Always a favorite. Yeah, really can't go wrong with this livery, I think.
Oh, on the other hand, they have a new car this year. Yeah, they have. I think they are going for the BMW.
Yeah.
And he's still in the team. So they must be pretty, tevreden. What is it?
Satisfied.
Satisfied with his or his competence on the racetrack, because he's still there in the team. So yes, it's good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he must be doing something right.
I think he will be on the team for Le Mans also.
Oh, okay. So are they driving GT3 specs there then? Because it used to be.
No, they have another car then, but they are they need 4 drivers, I think, and so they will go on there to have the driver.
Okay. We're looking at Wesley Levels, who hasn't driven a valid lap yet, but he's on his way here. to doing just that. Took 2 seconds off his fastest time, so that will be a pretty good one. And he actually takes first place with 1:58.06. So that's a good lap. That's a decent lap. And yeah, Eric de Klerk is as expected. Well, somewhat between the silver drivers, but yeah, he's 9th now. Also looking at Langler, and this is definitely a new name. He might have done a DC-SimRacing event in the past, but yeah, definitely a new name in the competition. So
yeah,
great to see.
And as I can see, all the silver drivers are now in front of the bronze drivers. So
yeah, I think so.
That should be no problem for them.
Yeah.
Also when to start. And I think it's a good thing because I am switching here of yeah, okay. It's a good thing because when you have a category like the bronze drivers, and there are some other drivers in between, then you lose places in the start.
Yeah.
And you have to gain already 1 or 2 positions to even get close to your direct opponent, and that's so. Therefore, I think it's good that there is really a difference in class this year.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I can tell you that as one of the organizers, this makes me very happy because it tells me that we made the right assessment in terms of how quick everyone is.
The right approach. Yeah.
Yeah. So and of course, I think the gold and silver might be a bit closer. As I say, I think the difference in the bronze class as well might be a bit bigger between those drivers.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fine, of course.
If you see the drivers, Rick Timmermans, Daniel Timmermans, I think, Wesley Levels, these are drivers who are Jonas Winde, I think it's his first name. These are drivers that are not just quite for the gold, but they are very good in their own way. Eh?
Yeah, absolutely, good. Sub top. I don't know if that really is an English word, but yeah, we have sub toppers.
Yeah, we have sub toppers, indeed. Like Daniel Thielen. Yeah, I think on his BMW he should be able to do some more, but yeah, they only have 1 minute left. I don't know if he's on the is he still on the drive?
Yeah, he can start a new lap, so let's see what he can do here. But yeah, just looking at Dennis Timmermans, 2/10 of his quickest time.
Wesley Levels is leading the field for now.
Yeah.
1:48 is Dennis is.
Let's look at yeah, Wesley is way down on his lap time, so wouldn't expect him to improve his own lap here. So with 20 seconds to go, I don't think. What's his position on the track? He might be able to start a new lap, last lap here. He should be able to make that.
14 seconds, yes. Yeah. 12 seconds.
Let's see if he can make that.
Nope.
Ooh, it's gonna
that will be too late.
Yeah, that's just too late. Yeah, and
just too late. Yeah.
He stops his car. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at
it's also possible that he doesn't have gas enough. Eh?
Yeah, exactly.
If they count out, they are counting on 1 or 2 laps or 3 laps, and then their gas is gone. Eh?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Dennis was on a 2/10 improvement, but he lost a bit of time there, I think. So Iris Gijs van der Hoogt in the last corner. 2/10. Don't think he'll. Maybe he can jump up to 8th. Yeah, there you go.
Langer is still on track.
Yeah, but he's 3.5 seconds behind his own time. So.
Oh yeah, He's down. Then he's finishing, just finishing.
Yeah, so let's start to have a look at the gold class, our pros, so to speak.
Yeah.
And of course, here we're looking at Tim Troquet, our one of our champions.
Yes.
And yeah, so of course we have
and of
Lange
course,
in the
of course,
silver,
my
but...
son is also driving.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's
so, he's also one of the champions, and he's also one of the team that that for DC that is during the endurance, even like Troquet, and normally it would be Joey Tyson.
Yes.
Yeah, they are all driving. Menno, but I think Menno is in the organization,
Yeah,
and he isn't driving it.
Menno is one of the stewards tonight.
So let's see what he can do, 5:13, Joey Tysons, yes. And this is what I meant. You will see that the drivers, they are driving like my son. He has a car with the logo of DC on his car, but in another color normally than, I should say, Joey or Troquet. Troquet normally has I think green or something like that.
Yeah, we're looking at him at the screen.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Now he has a new DC logo. Okay, he has a new DC logo like Joey. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say I love all these.
Yeah,
details. Look really good.
The liveries are fine, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, let's see if we can pick out couple of those new names here, because of course there's plenty of familiar names, but yeah, Elgaard's absolutely one of the newer names, and of course we have Sobchak.
Yeah.
I think that's this is this a standard livery? Yeah, I think so, right?
Could be. Wait, I'm looking for number 22. It's Betty.
Betty, yeah.
Yeah, it's also a new guy.
Yeah, and
I think.
Oh yeah, and here we have Craig Townsend, and I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's Craig. Craig has been given a goal. He has to beat Tim Troquet. He has to beat, I think, Joey Tysons. And if he can achieve that, he's going to... yeah, I think... I'm not sure what the story is there. Let me look it up. Because I think he's going to get a sort of... he's going to get involved with someone who's driving with the SRO. So, sort of a...
you mean Betty?
No, that would be this Craig Townsend that we're looking at.
Craig Townsend.
Yeah.
The number 26 on the Honda. Yes. This one.
So okay. Because he told me, I thought that was a pretty fun
and
thing.
He has a lot on his plate because I mean Yannick Koerts, Troquet, Christophe Samen, they are. These are the good names. They are the top drivers in this class, not only but also in DC.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think let's see, because now we can start seeing. Of course, let's look at Christophe Verstrepen.
Verstrepen is.
I think that's also might be a familiar name for. Yeah, I think he's actually with the one of the Flemish. ACC communities, and if I remember correctly, I was also involved in the 24 hours. Yeah, of course. So great to see these guys.
We all drove on the 24 hours.
Well, not everyone, unfortunately. Because I retired after 1.5 hours. I didn't get the drive actually, but better luck this year. But.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be good if we have another 24 hours with the two communities together to organize it, because that was a really good thing.
Yeah.
Betty is in second place right now.
Yeah, and he's on a good improvement, so he might go for.
Sobchak is also on a good. Has a good drive.
Actually, just in front of that, so. Let's look at him for a second. I see
Samen, Buchcheck or Bukchek.
Yeah, Buchek, I think actually, I think he was
also
the
a new one?
quickest. Yeah, that's also a new name, and I think he actually was the quickest in the pre-qualifying. So let me check that, because I'm not sure. The quality info.
With the Sky, he has a Sky Ferrari.
Ah, no, I'm getting confused with the Eastern European name, so to speak, because that was Subject who was actually quickest in the pre-qualifying. So,
But he's second. He's second for at the moment. Eh? Betty
Yep.
goes first.
Yep.
Betty goes first. Okay.
Let's look at Streep, who's coming over the line and goes into second place now. And back to Buszek. Also on an improvement. He could jump a couple of places here to the fourth place actually. Okay.
Fourth.
And Elgaard and Yannick Koerts haven't put on the time yet, or not a valid lap. That is so.
So the big names are Nick Timmermans need to improve on I hope, and the Townsend he needs to improve also because he's only 14th at the moment. No.
Yeah, and he's actually he's not on a valid lap right now.
Okay.
So yeah, really has to.
And Nick is driving.
Yeah, Nick is making a little mistake, but at least Nick was able to get a somewhat decent lap in. But of course, he can do a lot better than the 11th position. So yeah, okay. That's absolutely. And another new name, by the way, Svenček. Of course, by the way, let us know if the sound is okay.
Yeah.
And let us know if we pronounce your names correctly, because that's also good to know. We're still very early on in the season, so if we learned your name correctly now, we're gonna probably.
It's for the whole season, eh?
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Sprint series, eh?
So that will be important. Also, let me just ask you to like, subscribe, and yeah, it really helps us to grow, and not so much because of monetization. I mean, that's really irrelevant for us right now. We're not streamers. That's not our main goal. But yeah, I mean, growing will make it easier for us to get sponsor traction, and yeah, that really helps us. So if you can just leave a like and subscribe, that helps us grow. So thanks in advance if you can leave a little like there. So apparently, yeah, I see that I apparently forgot to place the stream in the actual stream channel, but I did place it into other channels, so it should be alright. But I'm sure everyone was able to find us. But oh yeah, another new name. I think his first name is Cruz. His first name is Ricciano.
Ricciano.
Yes.
Ragoli Racing Evo.
Yes.
So also an Italian.
He's Dutch actually.
Ah, okay.
So
Ragioli. Okay. I thought,
yeah, it sounds really exotic. But,
it sounds really exotic, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have still the problem of Nick Timmermans, Yannick Koerts, and Elgaard.
Yeah.
Who are,
yeah. So
they are in a good position. Chris Townsend, or what is his first name?
Craig, I think it is.
Craig
Townsend.
He's not doing as good as well. If he wants to beat the other guys, like you said,
yeah,
he has a lot on his plate.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely has his work cut out for him. But yeah, I mean, it's all about experience, right? It's always good to do a season, just get your experience and do your miles on the track, and yeah, it's always going to help to improve. And yeah, I think the story was, I just looked it up. The story was that he's getting sort of a mentorship by an SRO driver. So yeah, he's that's why he's been given that sort of objective to beat Tim, beat the likes of Joey Tysons, I think Yannick Koerts. So a couple of names that he has to beat. But
yeah, if he beats them, then he's certainly a good driver. Eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
If he's if his membership on SRO is depending on that, it would be good for him if he could do that, because then he will step up in the ladder, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think if you before you want to, I'm not sure. He hasn't spoken about an actual SRO membership, but I think there is a bit of coaching by an SRO driver.
Yeah.
If you would really want to make that step up, you would definitely have to beat the likes of Tim Turquette with 2 fingers in your nose, to use a bit of a. I think that's a bit of an Olaf Mol saying. I'm not the biggest Olaf Mol fan, but yeah, you really have to. I think this championship shouldn't be too much effort. But yeah, as I say, it's just it's all about experience, and that's the most important thing. And here we have Nick, by the way, who is able to make the slightest of improvements. So he's now in the he's actually in 7th position now.
He just gained 1 position.
Yeah, he gained 1 position, so that's it's all better than 14th position, of course. So.
But if you see that, like Christophe, he didn't do a good thing, I think. But he's about a second, 9/10. But Tim Turquet also a half a second out of the pace, so that's it's quite a lot for these guys, I think.
Yeah, I think so. They can definitely do a lot better. So let's just really quickly see if we can restart the session or restart the. Yeah, we're gonna have to click on the drive button really soon. Let's take a little break. I'm gonna get a bit of water, because all this talking is making my throat dry. So.
Yeah, I will also have a slight pit stop, but we have still 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go for the session. So in about a minute, I will be back.
Yes, perfect.
Thank you.
Yes. Let's just. Yeah, apparently we can't push the drive button just yet, but just 2 minutes to go before the warming up lap starts.
Okay, I'm back.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. You take the first part, and I'll look a little further in the back, so that we have a full, how shall I say, that we can see what everything is doing.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like a plan.
As I can see, we have 1 pit stop to go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we have a pit window of 40 minutes. 40 minutes. So yeah,
there is a pit window.
Yeah, there is a pit window, and yeah, we really of course want to avoid that people wait till the final lap to make their pit stop. Of course, that's not in the spirit of the rules.
On the other hand, then you have different strategies, eh?
Yeah, exactly. But there's still plenty of time to room to accept your Yeah, I mean, you have 40 minutes to decide when you want to go in, so that's well, I mean, that's 2/3 of the race. So
Yeah, 40 minutes is a big window, huh?
mm, exactly. So it should be plenty of time to.
As I'm going through the field, I see that we have one Bentley.
Let me see. That would be
Mark
no. This is an Aston
Stammeleer,
Martin.
Stammeleer, number 23, I think.
Let's see. Yeah.
In one Bentley. No?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's.
Oh, I see another one. Wesley Levels. Is that correct?
Uh, let's see.
No, that's not a Bentley. No, that's
Yeah,
not a
that's the
Bentley.
Aston Martin probably. Yeah, I always
Yeah,
get the logos confused there
yeah.
as the warm up lap has started just now.
Okay, the
So,
warm-up is going.
yes. So Betty leading the field.
So, hello viewers, here we are.
Yes. So yeah, this is exciting.
The sprint series are on their way.
Yep. Yeah, it's really great to see that. I mean, this is the first season where we're asking for a yeah, just an entry fee, or it's basically just a well, you can see. Look at it as sort of a donation to keep the server costs under control, and yeah, this helps so much, and it also means that we can keep organizing free events as well. So we have the 8 hours of Barcelona coming up next month, 18th of February, and I know that you're also driving there. JP.
I will be driving there, and for the moment we are only 2 drivers, so it will be difficult to have to make some comments too. But I will see, because we still have 1 month, approximately 1 month to go.
Yep.
To find a third driver, and hope it will be okay.
Maybe you can ask our friend Henk Goossens, because I think he's still looking for a teammate.
Okay.
I've driven with Henk, and I mean, I think you and Walt and myself were sort of around the same time. So, and Henk is around my lap time as well. So I think he would fit in just well with you with your team.
I'm still amateur. I'm still amateur. I'm improving. I know, but it's still amateur-wise, because
yeah.
It's
the same for me.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying it. So that's also the reason why I'm doing the comments, because I think it's a good thing. We have racers who giving comment because they know something about the tracks, they know something about setting up the cars, and so on and so on. So it's good.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, I mean, yeah, it's that's what started me with DC-SimRacing, or at least the sort of volunteer work for DC-SimRacing for me was it started with doing commentary. So yeah, I still enjoy that, and but yeah, exactly as you say, it's definitely a good thing if you know what you're, well, sort of know what you're talking about. Of course, there's plenty of guys who are, as you say, a lot quicker than we are.
The pro guys are, of course, much better, and they have. They won't tell us their stories, or they won't tell us their secrets.
No.
As they shouldn't. But on the other hand, we can. We know the tracks, and we know where the difficulties are, and now they are lining up in double file, so they are really preparing for the start.
Yeah. So just at the last corner. So nice sponsoring there by Next Level Racing.
Yes.
Let's see what happens. So here we go for the first championship, DC-SimRacing Championship of the year.
Yep.
Onto the start-finish line.
70 kilometers an hour.
And there it
We
is.
are going.
Yes, there we go. Green.
Green. Here we are. I'm looking at the back.
Trying to see the action, and there is Christopher Strepen, I think it is, who is. Sobchak gave a slight
Betty
touch
has
there.
a good and. At the back of the field, everything is okay.
Yeah, looks good. Team's okay in 4th position. They were looking at Wesley Levels, who's able to get a couple of positions there. And let's look at Svenček here, who's immediately trying to gain some positions. In a fight with Elgaard there. I think actually
everyone is fighting at the moment.
Yeah.
It's lovely to see the field, and they're all driving with. But that's. Oh, there is one who just turned around.
Yeah, I think that was an Audi
but
who.
All the others are and they did good. They did well because they had the brakes on, so they are not moving, and that's a good thing for the other drivers because then they can avoid them.
Yeah, just looking at a little replay there. I thought it was Jonas Winde. He did have a little dive bomb there, but it was someone else who spun there. That was one of the Aston Martins. I think
27 is again.
But yeah, so far so good. It's not too much misery going on. Although
Gumare did good and vol or takeoff. He's 21st at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ulrich is the one who was standing in the corner there. He had turned around. So that's the one. He will come back normally.
Yeah.
In a few laps.
Yeah, I should be able to make his way, find his way through the field. Of course, Stuart Vos also should be higher up the field, so probably was also involved in it. I think it was actually Stuart who turned around there.
Okay.
I think let's just look at the replay. So actually you see Jonas Winde there in the Audi. That is actually... I think Jonas, he made a really late move. Touched a second car, which in turn touched Stuart Vos and spun him around. So, yeah, that was...
It's for the stewards to...
Yeah, they have to decide on that.
To decide on that.
That's absolutely...
Daniel Thielen is also okay. Stamler he lost some places, and Ulrich is in the pits. He will be having some damage, I think.
Yeah, probably. And yeah, that's...
He's leaving the pits right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting move. Of course, this isn't, since the pit window isn't open, this is not going to count towards this.
It's that's for repair.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for repair. Yeah.
So yeah, has it all to do now in the race. So, but let's hope that he can make his way up the field.
Who is the one? It's Erwin Eidsma, Schuf de Haas Racing on his Honda. He has a good start also because he's in 11th position right now, and he's the first of the silver cars.
Yeah, very nice. Nice start. See that Wesley Levels also...
You see, and Nick Timmermans is also pushing right now.
See a lot of damage.
They are all very close together at the moment.
Yeah. Lots of damage there on the Langer car.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely got in a bit of a mess in the first lap. But as it happens, of course. So he's under a bit of pressure as well from Jonas.
Yeah. Okay, that's a clean pass, I think.
Yeah, it would be on the outside.
Yeah, but the next one is on the inside for him.
Yeah, that's right.
And it will be on the inside also at the chicane, so normally it should be a pass.
Yeah, he's gonna make that stick.
Okay.
Oh, and there's Nick.
Nick Timmermans, yeah, he made a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, so Nick losing a lot of time there. Has to cap in behind Gijs van der Hoogt. And I think he's behind. Wow, it's a late move, but it works for him. So, and I think he's behind. Is that correct? Craig Townsend. He's actually now in the 13th position. Ooh, and Cruz has a 15-second penalty.
Okay.
So let's see if we can find out why that is.
We don't have a...
I don't think we have the incident sheet, but let me see if we can find out more.
Yeah, Verstrepen is going well for the at the moment. Heidsma is good.
Oh, subject actually going. Let me. We're gonna do a little replay here.
Yeah.
Betty immediately tries to come back through. Just a little replay. Here's subject doing his move on Betty.
Okay, and then.
Yeah, you see, Turquette was flashing his light as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, of course, Betty wasn't able to floor it there. So,
oh no.
Tim would maybe have felt he was being held up.
But they are
bit,
close together in less than 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, so here we have the top three battling it out, which is awesome to see. I'm just gonna ask Menno if he can share with us why Roberto Cruz got his penalty.
And Ulrich had a stop and go for 30 seconds, so he did something wrong in the pits. Because I think that's a penalty from the game itself.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's speeding in the pit lane. Troquet is attempting to make a move, I think.
Yeah, putting the pressure on here for on Betty.
Maggots and then Baggots. This one is a tricky corner. This one is really a tricky corner.
Yeah.
Not this one, and now we should be close enough to have some...
Yeah, this does look far away.
Advantage, but...
he's just making it known that he's there.
The slipstream wasn't quite enough.
No, it was too far away there. But still within half a second, so if he can just keep this up, and it's going to be interesting. Of course, we have Subject, Betty and Turquette now in our top three. Joey Tyson's 3 seconds behind there, but it's going to be interesting to see how the pit stops are going to influence this.
But we are only 9 minutes in the race, so and everyone is still driving, so that's okay, Otto.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
and the field, the amateur field or the bronze field is also close. Yeah, they are except for Stammeler and Heusdens, but we have battles in the back. Gumare is number 1, is leading the field of the bronze category.
Yeah.
Also a new name is Roy Heveling, I think.
I think he's been in a DC-SimRacing championship. I think I I do think I recognize the name. But yeah, he's actually one of our gold members. So we have our Patreon set up now, and he's right now he's the only gold member, which means he's on a well, sounds disrespectful to say lower tier contribution per month, but yeah, we're very happy with everyone who contributes to DC-SimRacing through our Patreon, because yeah, that's again, just like the or sign-in donations, it really helps us to keep things going and to keep organizing things and free things as well, because it's not about making money, it's yeah, we have to keep things going. And
the server costs money. The servers are yeah, they are not cheap.
Yeah, so this server we're actually racing on a SRVM that well, my company, I'm a one-man company, but yeah, I host it under my company name. So that's what we use for the races, and it gives us a lot of flexibility, and we can, well, basically expand as we want to be able to host as many people as we want, or as many drivers as we want. And yeah, besides that, we also have to rent the practice servers, so we can let people practice for our events. So yeah, that's, you're looking at about €50 a month alone for that. So yeah, that's
you need sponsors and you need income, eh?
Absolutely. So that's why we want to keep growing, and we want to make it easier and easier for
Henk Goossens. At the moment, Henk Goossens is trying to pass Erik Kumar, and that's for first place in category.
Yeah. Yeah, so, it's great to see.
Yeah, that's a battle that counts, eh?
Absolutely, and as I say, Henk.
That's not only for position, but that's for the lead in the category.
Yeah, it would be exciting for Henk if he can yeah, grab that first place. Of course, as you say, there's a lot of racing still left to go, but yeah, it's great to see that Henk is battling it out at the front of his class.
Yeah. And Langner already did his pit stop on the Porsche.
I think that's actually, I think, because he has done a, yeah, that's his first official pit stop. And let me correct myself, that's the first person to do the official pit stop, I think. If I am not mistaken. So.
Yeah, you can see on his car, he waited really to move to the pit stops. So his car is repaired, so now we can go back on track in full force. Eh?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a good move. I mean, you have to make that pit stop, and you're losing time now with the damaged car, so might as well just go in early and fill it up. And as I say, fill it up, I'm asking myself if we have mandatory. Oh yeah, just some news coming. I'm asking myself if we have mandatory refueling. Let me just really quick look at the rules, because. Mandatory pit stop where refueling is required. So there will be no tire change. You don't really need a tire change for a 60-minute race, but refueling is mandatory.
Svenček is also in the pits, and he did his pit stop. So yeah, too early birds, I think. Ulrich also, yeah, he made his stop and go, and he did his pit stop in the same time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ulrich was he one of the guys that had the 30-second stop?
Yeah, he had to stop and go for 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
But he was also the one who was. Oh, that's a mistake.
Let's see. There's been a contact there. I'm just gonna do a little replay here, JP.
Yeah.
So here we have Henk.
Yeah.
There's a little touch there.
He gives him a push. Yeah, he gives him a push. Normally, he should now wait to let Kumar pass again.
Yeah, let's see.
If he does that, then it's no problem.
I think, yeah, Henk. I know Henk is a really fair driver, so if the gap isn't too big,
he's not pushing right now. I think.
Let's just see. I mean,
he's waiting. I think he's waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably what's going on. But let's just wait. I mean, of course, the gap is pretty big. 4.3 seconds now. So, yeah, that
Now he's racing again, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think the gap is too big, and I would completely agree with him that the gap is just too big. I mean, it's unfortunate that it happened, but you're going to probably get a 5 or 10 second penalty, and you might as well just try to stay in front of that penalty now.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Christoph Samijn is, by the way, you know this guy, but he's the guy with the quickest lap.
Yeah. Okay. But he still has about 3 seconds to regain on Tim Troquet, so it will be difficult. 3 seconds is a lot, eh?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. But if I
for
remember
these
correctly,
drivers, eh?
as we're looking at Ricciardo Cruz, who's overtaking Joey Tysons. And Joey, I remember that Joey was in 4th position, 3 seconds behind the top 3. So he wasn't able to keep hold of that. And behind that we see
But
Buchek.
Joey is smart because he lets Cruz go. He has a 15-second penalty, so he says, so he lets him go. Eh?
Oh, by the way, I can tell you why Ricciardo Cruz has a penalty. So that would be car 654. Incident between car 654 and 69, which would be Buchek on lap 1. A 50-second penalty for car 654 for avoidable contact.
Ah, okay.
654 brakes too late and hits 69 and 14. So yeah, that's an unfortunate racing accident, but that's something that Menno also always says in the.
It can happen.
It can happen, but we're just really strict on it in the first few laps. You just have to be really careful, and yeah, that's we're strict on that, and I think yeah, well, I know that's good. Something I really stand behind, but and we also have car 741 and number 14 on lap 1. So let me just see, 741. That is.
And car number 14?
Yeah, so Ulrich is 741 and car number 14 is...
That's Christoph.
So let's see what happened there. A drive-through to car 741, so that's what you saw there for causing a collision.
Yeah.
741 brakes too late, tries to avoid the car up front, but hits another car and causes a collision because of that. So
so that's why Ulrich... so he braked... He was too late on the brakes.
Yeah.
I think then.
Yeah.
And he caused self the collision then, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
7-4. Let me see if I can perhaps. Yeah, I think we have a replay of that. And let me first look at the. So looking at the replay. I hope this is the moment we're talking about. So. Yeah, he brakes late, tries to avoid it, but he.
So that's he takes out. No, he doesn't take out, but he hits number 14.
Yeah.
And that's very. Got sideways himself.
Yeah, exactly. So he was.
And then you have, of course, number 27 who is coming in a little bit too late. And that's circumstances.
Yeah, he would definitely. He got the harshest penalty himself because, as you say, he spun around and.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's as I say, we're really strict on that in the first few laps. Just have to. We don't want to have an enormous mess in the first few laps for obvious reasons, because that's. I think you can say that's the biggest. Biggest downfall of quality in the open lobbies, the first lap, where everyone tries to win the race in the first lap and drives ultra aggressively on cold tires and perhaps a higher fuel load. And
I always say, it's not just my saying, but you don't win in the first lap,
exactly.
And especially not in T1. It's always the same. You're coming. I'm starting mostly either in the middle of the pack or in the back of the pack, and if normally I should say you should brake at 100 or between 150 and 100, well, in the first lap you have to brake at 200 because everyone is coming to that turn 1, everyone wants to take turn 1, but you have to how shall I say, you have always to be 2 or 3 beside each other to go to turn 1, and you have to think about that you are not alone in the first corner. You will be 2 or 3 sides sideways in the first corner, and if you don't get that, then it's hopeless.
Yeah, you have to really anticipate the cars around you.
Yeah.
We're looking at replays here. We're looking at Ricciano here, and I just spoke about his incident with.
Hola, there is one going out.
Ooh, that's the Bentley. That would be. Is that a back marker?
That could be.
Because I think
If
that's one.
it's the Bentley, then it's what's his name?
Stamler.
Yeah, Stamler.
Stamler. Yeah, I think he just.
Yeah,
moved aside.
he was trying to go out of the way, and then he outbrake himself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think here we're looking at the Dennis Timmermans, Dutch endurance team. Well, this is not really an endurance competition, but that's no problem. I mean, you can still be an endurance team, of course. So we're looking at Stuart de Vos trying it on the outside.
Right. It's nice racing.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks good. Looks good. Yeah, as I was saying, I want to show the replay with the incident with Ricciano Cruz and car 69, which is Bucek. So let's just a little replay. Here we go. This is the first lap. So here we see Ricciano, and he bumps. Oh yeah, we saw this happen live.
Okay, and then
Yeah, and he also bumps. So Christoph actually got hit by both the accidents.
In both cars.
he was involved in both the incidents. Yeah. So that's really.
Yeah, but that could be the problem. That could be not the problem, but that could be the causing his problems. It could be that his suspension is a little bit hurt or whatever, and then or he has been pushed out. His tires are not that good, but on the other hand, he's still driving. So I would say if he really has problems with his car, he should be going in, making his pit stop, and then go driving again. But on the other hand, I don't know. We can't see how much damage they have.
Yeah, but I mean, Christoph is still the guy with the fastest lap, and of course, it was the first lap where he had those incidents. So I wouldn't see he has damage.
Has the fastest lap, then
if he has damage,
then the car is okay.
Yeah, if the car has been manipulated by those incidents, then I guess everyone would want to know what exactly happened there, because they will probably want to get the same sort of damage if they could drive the fastest lap with it. Of course, Christoph is just a bloody quick guy, of course, but.
Now I'm seeing on the. That number who is Eidsma, number 6 on the Honda. He's already in 10th place right now, so he's doing also very good. And I think Elgard went in the pits, and he backmarked now to 21st.
Yeah, I think so. Let me just see if I can. Just a little second.
And I don't know if you know, but there are 3 Timmermans, eh?
Yeah.
You have Nick, and you have Robbie, and then you have Dennis. And Dennis is not family of the other 2, but the other 2 are family. Eh?
Yeah, exactly right. Here we have Elgard, by the way, flashing his lights. They're not in the same class, and of course Daniel Thiele doesn't have to move aside, even though he's not in the same class. I mean, he's still racing here, so Daniel doesn't have to lose too much time, but he doesn't have to move aside either. I mean, if Mark Elgard is faster, then he should definitely pass. But
then he should make the move. Eh?
Yeah,
that's also, I think, a good thing for drivers who are starting in ACC or who are driving or starting in one of a league. That's the blue flag. Yeah, the blue
Yep.
flag. If you see that in Formula One, they are going immediately out of the way and whatever. In ACC, you don't have to go out of the way. The car who is catching you, like Daniel now, he's not very happy with the move of Elgard. So, but on the other hand, you shouldn't. You don't have to go right away out of the way. The car who wants to pass you, he does make to have the pass, and that I think is also a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's actually Formula One is a bit special in
Yeah, they are
records.
That's too fast. They are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, in their speed is unbelievable. It's not comparable to this year.
Oh, here we have Bicek. I think his ping is a bit low, a bit high. He was just sliding around a bit on track. But yeah, I was listening to the drivers briefing from Menno just now, and he specifically talked about the flashing of the lights. Don't make it a disco show. And I can understand the frustration of Daniel Thiele, but on the other hand, Mark Elgaard didn't do a lot wrong there, in my opinion.
And like you said before, it's not his class, so let him go. You
Yeah,
don't have,
exactly.
Okay, it's track position. Yes, I understand, but if it's really one of the other class, and also if you can see, Elgaard already did his pit stop.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
He's normally he's normally faster than Daniel Thielen, so why should he make a problem of it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can fight a bit, as you say. It's track position. Yeah. You can fight a bit, but don't bring yourself into trouble. And I think what Daniel did there was.
If you have to do your pit stop your own, and your adversary has already made his pit stop, so then it's.
Yeah, it's a different race. It's not your race.
The moment you go in, you lose 3, 4, 5 places. So that's
it's a waste of time, really.
Waste of time, yes. That's a waste of time. Waste of energy.
Yeah, but of course it's a fairly new concept that we have those. We of course we have used multiple classes.
Henk Goossens has also a penalty.
Yeah, absolutely right, and that was for the incident that we already saw. So no need to show a replay for that. But yeah, he was penalized for that. So that's car. Let's see.
Kumar, with Kumar,
50-second time penalty to car, 6-4 for causing collision, 6-4 rear ends, 6-3 causing 6-3 spin position not returned. So yeah, that was. But again, as I said, yeah, I mean, you hit each other and. You can wait, but I think at some point when it's more than 2-3 seconds, it doesn't make sense to wait anymore. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but of course he still has to do his pit stop, and he's still in a good position. Right now he's first in the in his class, so that's of course we have to see where he ends up after his pit stop. But as we see that Eidsma, Levels, and Winde are coming into the pit right now.
Yeah.
And there's also a incident. There was an incident with car 171 and number 2 on lap 7. Let's see if I can.
Okay. Daniel Thiele and car number 7.
I think
that's Verstrepen. That's Verstrepen.
Oh, that was car number 2. And it was on lap 7. It was lap 7, but it was car number 2. So it's this incident. Let me. Yeah. So, there's actually 2 bits of contact there, really close to each other. And they have hit each other before. So, I see 3 incidents. But I think this is a replay of that moment with Short. There's a bit of contact. That's not too heavy. Here's another contact. So really close racing here, but so far it's just rubbing his racing. I mean, it's no problem. And here's another. Oh yeah, this is the. I think this is the fight that we saw. So
where he goes, yeah. That was the same.
that all doesn't look too bad, but the penalty is for aggressive driving, forcing another driver off the track, not leaving racing space for 171. So, yeah, that leaves Short with a 10-second penalty.
And we have now in the silver class, I think, we have Gijs van der Hoogd, who is driving first.
Yeah. So
496. The car
position.
with delivery of WRT. Yeah.
Yeah, but of course we do have Jonas Winde and Langler who have already been to the pit, so it's just a virtual first place, of course. But as we also see Craig Townsend coming in now.
Yeah, Craig Townsend is in the pits. And Subject, yeah, still under fire of Betty, eh?
Yeah, still on pressure here. That's
Alberto is still pushing hard to make it difficult for the BMW.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if you see the time differences, like Troquet is also only 3 seconds, and Christophe is chasing Troquet for the moment.
Yeah, and Troquet has dropped off just a bit, but as you say, Christophe really putting him under pressure, and still has the quickest lap of the race.
Yeah, but now he's
there he is.
No.
Just letting him know that he's there.
Yeah,
that should be enough. Of course, Christopher Streep is not too far behind as well. So
no, so that's 3. Yeah, they are all 3 together. Eh? Yeah.
Oh, I saw, by the way, that Minnow wishes us good luck with the broadcast. Well, I think so far we're doing fine, so thank you. And have fun. Well, have fun as well, Minnow.
I'm having fun when I'm seeing motor car or motorsport racing. Eh? I'm also I'll always have fun. This oh, by the way, this weekend is the 24-hour of Daytona. Eh?
Oh yeah, nice events. Well, I have to say, personally, I'm really into rally at the moment. So
okay.
It's I mean, I love all kinds of motorsport, but I really hadn't given all that much attention to rally, and I think rally isn't in its best state compared to a couple of years ago. Not too many how do you say it? Not too many brands competing there, but yeah, it could be better. But still very exciting, of course, the rallying itself. So we're looking. Christophe is setting himself up again here.
Nah, I don't think that he will make it there.
Of course, it's difficult. Both of them in the BMW. Both of them DC champions.
They know each other. Eh?
Yeah.
They know each other driving style, so they know where to brake. They know where. Yeah. No, I'm excited about the 24 hours because. I will.
Oh no!
And now he waits. He waits for Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's waiting for Tim.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Okay.
Christophe knows what's up and just gives him back the position.
Yeah, he gives back the position.
All he can do. And Tim goes.
Tim goes immediately into the pits. Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, so that's definitely going to count for the stewarding that Christophe knows he just made a little mistake here and gives back the position. Of course, no one does that on purpose.
But they are driving on the edge and they know each other, so that will be no problem between them.
No, absolutely.
But I was saying I'm looking forward to the 24 hours not only of Daytona, but I'm going to the 24 hours of Le Mans, of course. And
you're actually going there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And Christophe is going too. So
nice.
I have my son and son-in-law, they are going with me.
Ah, nice.
But I'm also looking out for the first race with all the new hybrid cars, and that it's in Spa-Francorchamps. The 6 hours of Spa, and all the new cars will be there. So that's very exciting. The
So-
BMW, the Ferrari.
Yeah, is that the endurance championship?
Yes, that's the endurance championship. The WEC,
Yeah,
WEC, or
yeah.
WEC, yeah.
WEC. That's
WEC, that's
yeah,
it, yeah,
exactly.
WEC. But it's always the first, the first race, I think, or the race, the most important first race will be Spa. Just,
Yeah. Such an epic event.
yeah, and you know, the good thing about Spa is it's not expensive. Yeah, you can, I think, I'm not exaggerating. I think 40 euros or 45 euros. Yeah, for the whole weekend.
Oh, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that's a very good deal, and you can go everywhere. Eh? You can in every tribune. What is that in Engels? Zeggen is.
Stand.
Yeah, you can you can go anywhere, and for all the same price. It's all in. Eh? You can go into the paddock. Yeah, you have a walk through the paddock, and the drivers are signing. What is it? Everything, the programs, photographs, or whatever. So that's really a very fun event in Spa-Francorchamps.
Nice. Just looking at the.
I was just saying that now he's really close, eh, Betty?
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys still have to come in. So pit window is still open for another 13 minutes.
Yeah.
But of course, the third guy.
When you're battling like that, that's difficult, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. But of course, the third guy in the top 3 was Turquette. Of course, after this moment with Christophe.
Yeah, but on the other hand, if you see the difference between Troquet now and let's say Christophe, it's 8 and 33. It's like 33 seconds. So normally he will be in front of Christophe when he does his pit stop. Eh?
Yeah, and of course Ricciano Cruz, who's in 4th position, and I think it's. I'm happy to see. Of course, I'm happy with everyone who's joining us, but it's great to see that.
I see that
Dutch
Joey
guy
got a 15-second penalty.
Yeah, let's see if we can check out what it is.
Yeah, because he did already his pit stop. He already pitted. He has already pitted. So.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. Let's see if we can check out the incident decision. I see Menno is typing, so we're probably going to learn why Joey got a little penalty there. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm really happy seeing Ricciano doing so well. Another new name, and he's doing pretty well. Of course, he did have that first lap incident, which resulted in a 50-second penalty, but still he's doing a pretty good job, and we have to see. Of course, he's now in 3rd position.
He went in. Betty went in.
Yeah, Betty went in. So let's see where they end up.
Sixth for the moment, I think.
Yeah, he's now in the 6th position.
Yeah. And Erik Gumar has gone in front of Henk Goossens again in the amateur class.
Yeah.
So they are they back on the same battle again.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Henk was faster, of course. So
yes.
Maybe he can. He's done his.
Again, eh?
He's done his penalty. He's done his time. So maybe he can make it count. He had a 15-second penalty. He had a bit of track time on Enzo, but 15-second penalty. He's on 12 seconds now. So doesn't look too bad for Henk.
No.
And as you say,
And he has still 20 minutes on the clock, eh?
Yeah. Dennis Timmermans, but he still has to come in. So we then have Daniel Thiel, who also still has to come in. Has been involved in a little bit of.
You see, Betty-
Ooh, what's going on? Why? What's this?
Drive through for Cruz.
What's going on with Daniel?
Daniel Thiel.
Is he having controller problems? Here's a replay. Oh, look at that! I think. Oh, that must be controller problems.
Yeah. Or a glitch. Eh?
Oh wow, what's going on there? So he's still.
It looked like a glitch, like a server problem.
Well, server.
From his side, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would. I mean, of course, the server is. I rent the server, so I would be really worried. Really worried if there's a server problem.
A problem with the internet on his on his side.
Well, he didn't move over the track, so I'm not sure. Maybe it looked a bit like a controller problem. Game freeze. Yeah, Daniel Thielen is in chat now. He has a game freeze. Yikes. Yeah. That's super unfortunate, Daniel, because he was having a good race, despite being involved in a couple of incidents. Not necessarily his fault, but.
And Christophe is now dropping back on 7th place now.
Yeah.
And Kurz is 5th. And where is Troquet? Troquet is 10th. So either he has had a problem or he had he got off the road.
Let's see if there's been contact with the number 1 car. Yeah, there's been contact here. Just a quick replay.
Yeah.
So he's had contact with the 118 car, who's not even on the same lap. I think they're battling there.
Yeah.
118 is having a battle with.
Yeah, because I was looking, normally he should be in front of Christophe right now, I thought.
Yeah, I think so.
But Elgaard is doing well now, eh? Elgaard is back on 6th position, Yannick Kurz is 5th. So, Betty in 4th, yeah. Verstrepen and Nick Timmermans still have to come in. They have only 7 minutes left.
Yeah, but the pit stop has been.
Christophe has also a 5-second penalty.
Ooh, yeah, that's for the moment that we saw. But the pit stop hasn't been bad for Sobchak because the gap is now 3.5 seconds, and of course, as Sobchak is trying to encourage Henk to, not make his life too difficult. Of course, again, Henk doesn't have to move aside, but he does give him plenty of space here. So, of course, Henk is in his own battle. He's now 6 seconds behind Enzo. So he's closing up again really quick. Really quickly closing the gap. And Buchek has had a moment here. Yeah. Just a quick replay, 50-second replay. Ooh, that's a bit too late. So he already was.
And I have good news for Langner of I don't know, Langer, I think, in the Porsche.
Langer?
Yeah, Langer, yeah. Because Dennis Timmermans is still first in the silver class, but as I'm counting on his pit stop, it could be that Langer could take over, or will be not far behind Dennis Timmermans when he will pit.
Nice. That's was it Langer who had?
Langer did the early pit stop.
Yeah, exactly. So had a lot of damage and.
991, eh?
Yeah.
He was the man with the early pit stop.
Yeah. Exactly.
And if you can see, Henk Goossens is on 4 seconds of Erik Kumar of Eddie Kumar. What is?
Really closing in fast.
Oh, he's closing in fast, yeah. And Jonas Winde with Buchek, but that will be because of Buchek. Oh, there is a 991.
Replay. So here's Langner. Oh, just goes a bit too wide there. That's
and there
not
he
too
goes.
bad.
He's rejoining. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an unsafe
That's an
rejoin.
unsafe. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not good. Yeah, that's... He just
That's-
had a
that's-
bit of a
yeah,
moment, was able to
yeah.
save it, but then, yeah, now he has to start his work again, because...
It's a shame, It's a shame because he was, he was very, yeah, good.
Yeah.
It was very good driving. He was in normally would be first or second in the silver class.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's... Well, this too shall pass. Let's put it like that. It's unfortunate, but yeah, it's just that's what
If you
experience is all
concentrate,
about.
if you like to concentrate on Henk Goossens, he's still only 2 seconds away from Kumar.
Ooh, let's.
So
Okay, let's hope that Henk can make a safe move now.
yeah, it will be.
But he's so much quicker because this guy.
Yeah, he's already in the back. He's already in the back of him.
So now he has to make
At
a
the end of
proper
Hanger
move.
Straight. At the end of Hanger Straight. No.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's taking.
this-
Oh, clean.
Yeah.
Clean. Yeah.
Oh, Daniel Tieler says whole ACC crashed. Okay.
At his home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Henk has made it up to the back to the first position in his class. So yeah, that's just a good job. Can't make anything else
Out
with
of
it.
his first race.
Yeah. As we're having 3.5 minutes left in the pit window. Oh, Elgaard also had a little moment.
Okay.
That's the Elgaard is the number 36 car. Replay time.
Yeah. Replay
Oh,
time.
there's
Yeah, but he had. Oh.
Lots
Oh,
of...
Christophe was lucky.
So that's number 3 where he had contact with.
No, he didn't contact. He had contact with number. Ah, yeah, number 3 he had contact with. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, so here, so number 3 probably
yeah.
span out, just started driving again, and yeah, well that's for many. That's of course for the stewards to decide, but yeah, that not really how you want to see it. Of course.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's impossible for us to. We're looking at it. Of course, we're doing a little replay, but yeah, I mean, I have done stewarding, and sometimes it takes 3 or 4 guys that have to look at a replay 6 times before they can sort of make a decision, and even then there are still mixed opinions about it. So yeah, you just have to leave it to the stewards, and yeah. Of course, we can have opinions about it. That's fine. But I'm looking at the.
We are allowed to.
Tim
if you go to Buschek, yeah. He is in the battle with Windy and Levels, yeah. But they it's another category. So
yeah, it is another category. That's
Jonas Windy and Wesley Levels, they are fighting for position and first place, I think, in the category.
Yeah, absolutely right. So that's and that's
a battle.
Robbie Timmermans, same issues as Daniel Thielen.
Robbie Timmermans.
Yeah, so Robbie also had
yeah.
ACC crash.
Hopla. Wesley Levels, I think he crashed out. No, he's there. Okay, sorry. Pit window, 1 minute.
Yep.
So if there is anyone who didn't pit yet, it is now is the time.
Yeah, is there anyone who hasn't pitted yet?
I don't think so. I think everyone pitted.
I see Ulrich has. Yeah, there's absolutely no hope of getting any points here. Okay, the first 10 positions in the class will get points. So that means that for the bronze category, basically everyone is having points.
Points, yes.
So, okay, so now we have that. That means that Christoph Streper has really done a good job here.
Yeah, he done a very good job.
Because he was outside of the top 4.
He has Betty on his neck now.
Yeah. But still, if he can reach the podium, of course, that means to go still. So
would be a success.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's interesting to investigate. So 2 people are.
Roque is also coming back on Elgard, but yeah, of course Elgard had his not his pit stop, but he had his problems with the number 3 car, with Kurz. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 2 people that reported having
And the
crashed
69
out of
in
the.
second penalty.
Sure.
Well,
69,
it's
513.
book check.
Yeah.
That's the Ferrari. Sky, I think. Sky Ferrari. Sky livery. And Langner has a drive-through, the 991, for causing a collision.
Let's
No, normally that could be also for track limits.
which car are you talking about?
991.
991 would
Langner.
probably be track limits.
Langner. Yeah, track limits. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not on the list, so.
No, that is track limits.
Okay, so 2 guys apparently crashed out at the same time, and of course I'm gonna investigate if that is related to the server. Doesn't seem likely, but yeah, let's just see if we can track anything on the server, if there's been a peak or a peak in CPU
Battle
activity.
for first place is on. The battle for first place is really on.
Yeah, here we have Christopher Strepen, and behind that, Betty. So 8 minutes to go.
Here we go. Oh, that was a courageous move.
Yeah, and behind that is Yannick. Yannick is also looking at overtaking Christoph, but let's stay with this battle for a second. Yeah, here comes Betty, really close now to Christoph Strepen.
I will have a look at Yannick Kurz. Okay. The number 3 car, yeah.
And of course, Christoph will get those 5 seconds penalty, so.
Yeah, so normally Yannick is also, even Nick is in front of him right now.
Yeah.
The 5 seconds.
And that also means that he doesn't have to take the risk to make.
Just follow,
Yeah.
Just follow Christoph and it's okay,
But having said that, Christoph, of course, was one of the people involved in an incident there. I think it was number 3 car that just started driving and hit someone else. Not sure. Can't remember who it was, but.
The 36, Elgard.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's see. Yeah, 36. That's right. So he could very well get a penalty still.
Yeah, but okay, yeah. Elgard got a 10-second penalty. Joey Tysons has a penalty, so the big winner could be Nick Timmermans,
Yeah.
For 4th position then,
Ooh, look at this battle. Look at this battle going on.
Yeah, this is
6 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Of course, 6 minutes to go before we enter the final lap. So a bit over 6 minutes. Betty's still looking.
Really. They are. Now we have the right-hander, then start finish. And now Verstappen is
Yeah, now Verstappen is taking off and putting the pressure on the subject again. Exciting with just 5 minutes to go.
It's a nice battle.
Absolutely. And let's just look. Wesley Level's still behind Buchek, which is for another class. See, Tim Turquette just made a move on Elgaard.
Windy is also.
Sorry, that's Townsend.
Windy. Oh no, he's now he lost 4 seconds.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So Henk
just before he was on the 1.5 seconds, so he did a small mistake.
Yeah, and Henk of course is well pretty comfortably leading the bronze class. So that seems settled for now. So let's focus a bit on this battle and hope for another exciting 4 minutes and 40 seconds and then some. What's going on? Oh, yeah, there's...
that's Stammeler?
Yeah, that's Stammeler in the Bentley.
Is it the brother of the other one?
I think so, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Simon Stammeler.
Simon Stammeler, yeah.
And yeah, Simon is also active in this championship, but he had to sign out of the first race.
Yeah,
so,
for the first race, yeah. Allee, brother or family, eh?
Yeah, he's family, he's a cousin, but...
Verstappen is now pushing. But you have to say, Subcheck is really good resisting, eh?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
he's not doing anything wrong. I mean, in braking or so. So.
But it's interesting that Betty was putting the pressure on Verstappen as he's looking on the outside now.
Now is Verstappen coming.
Nice battling going on here. So good to see, man.
This is good.
This is... Oh! I think that was actually just a little bump, but Verstappen is really putting the pressure on here. Oh, there's contact!
Oh, no!
Oh, and Betty can take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So he's going into second place.
But I thought that Subject slipped, and that Verstappen had to pull back for 1 second. Wow.
So let's see if Verstappen can build up another attack.
Like we said, Koerts is still following Christophe, and Nick Timmermans is on 2 seconds of Yannick Koerts, so Christophe will be dropping back from 4 to 6, and the other two will climb up 1 position.
Yeah. Of course, Christophe does have the fastest lap, and if I remember correctly, and let me again...
Yeah, you get 1 point for it.
Yeah, he gets a point for that.
Yeah.
So that's still a very, well, not a very good hole, could have been better, but yeah, we saw, of course, he was involved in the first lap in 2 incidents, I think, so, well, he got a bit lucky there, I guess. Of course, he doesn't want to get involved in incidents, but if you are, then, well, you can only hope for the best outcome, and this is not too bad.
And is Betty still getting there? Yeah, no.
Oh, he's... Yeah. Oh, yeah, this...
You see? The same thing.
Yeah,
yeah. Subject is... yeah.
It's just... He probably doesn't even do it on purpose, but he's just finding grip on the exit. And for Verstappen, you have to really be able to take advantage of that and put the car besides Betty in this case.
Now I'm very curious what they are going.
Look at this. They're within 0.3 of a second now. That's amazing.
1, 2, and 3, eh? 1, 2, and 3. You have to.
So, bit more than a minute left to go.
Yeah. Verstappen is coming strong, I think. He had the better exit.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, he had the better exit.
So he's on the outside here, and then he'll have the corner.
He's going.
Oh, there's.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
A bit of contact there, but I mean, Robin is racing. Didn't look too bad.
This was a normal thing, eh?
So that's. I guess that's this lap, and then another one, and then. Or is this already going to be the final lap?
Is it always? Is it an hour and then 1 lap, or no? It's just 1 hour, eh?
Well, it's usually the lap you're on that you can finish. But of course, there's just 23 seconds left, so I would...
So it would be the final lap.
This would be the final lap. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, contact there.
Yeah, but I think that...
oh, and here's Verstappen coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, guys, come on.
No, that's not good. That's not. That was... that will cost.
Yeah, that's... probably there's probably going to be a little discussion after the race, but...
this will be a discussion, yeah.
Okay, but...
the laughing third is Verstappen.
Absolutely, Verstappen took advantage of that, and well, is that can we translate that two dogs fighting over a bone?
Yeah,
and
that's it. Yeah.
The third one, the third dog. Yeah, here we go.
Finish. Okay.
But still a very good race by Sobchak and Betty, and this really, it looks amazing for the rest of the championship if this sort of fighting can continue, then
yeah, that's right.
Then we're absolutely in for a treat, I think. So, Tim is also still in a battle here with Craig Townsend, and of course Craig is fighting the guy that he has to beat. So he will be pretty happy. Because in this race, Craig was able to beat him, so...
yeah, hold on.
Let's go to Wesley, who's going to be the first of the silver class to come off the finish.
Yes, Wesley, yeah.
Wesley did it.
What I was thinking that Jonas made a mistake because they were driving also one behind the other, but I think he made a mistake too.
Yeah.
And then you have Hank, who is winner of the bronze class.
Yeah, absolutely. Hank also coming over the finish here. Yeah, nice job, Hank. Enzo also had a good race, second place. But yeah, and Eric Leclerc, of course, had the quickest lap in the qualifying. But yeah, again, and yeah, I mean, I wish all the best for Eric, of course. But yeah, it's good to see that we don't have a dominant force in any of the classes. It's still wide open the entire championship. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really excited.
And the ones in the ones who were good in the previous championships, they are still there, but they got challenged by newcomers, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, this is so excellent. Still 4 races to go. We have a couple of 90 minutes races in there as well, which won't have a mandatory pit stop, but of course you're gonna want to have a pit stop there to at least change your tires probably. So yeah, exciting championship going on. Still left 4 races. So
okay,
awesome.
I have to do a small pit stop, and you have to have the winners on your in the commentary box. So
yeah, that's we can do that. We don't have to do the casino. If you want to do a little interview.
No, I will do that the next time.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's no problem. But
okay.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, JP. Thank you.
To all the viewers, thank you very much for watching, and we see you next time on the second race of the second race of the sprint races.
Yeah.
Thank you and bye bye.
Bye bye, JP. Yeah, so what JP mentioned, the interviews, there was a little discussion this morning, of course. There was a bit of misunderstanding because I thought that maybe someone wanted to do interviews. Well, it's absolutely not required. And I think, of course, maybe right now we're probably gonna want to have want to wait a bit. I think because there's plenty of adrenaline going on, especially for the first guys. But yeah, we're absolutely congratulations to Christopher Verstappen because he took advantage of. He had a brilliant race and he took advantage of that little battle in the end between Sobchak and Betty. So yeah, that was very interesting, and I mean, all among all the classes, just brilliant fighting going on. So yeah, what I wanted to say during the race, if there has been trouble with the server, I'm absolutely going to investigate that. But again, it doesn't seem likely that just 2 guys would have a problem and the rest of the field wouldn't notice it. So yeah, but I am going to investigate that, of course. So thank you everyone for watching, and again, like and subscribe. That really helps us. And I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye, guys.